All right, man. Are Detroit Lions done with Jeff Okudah or preparing to be done with Jeff Okudah? Let's talk about it. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and the subscribe button is the bell icon button. Now, Aaron Glenn made some interesting comments about Jeff Okudah. I'll pull them up. Um, he says he wants Jeff Okudah to be better in 2023. And we all know that the Lions have yet to commit to Jeff Okudah fifth year option. All right. We pretty much seen how that turned out for the New York Giants when they refused to commit to Daniel Jones fifth year option. And apparently he had a half decent year and they had to pay him, $40 million. You know, had they did that fifth year option, then they would have had to double. He would have had to double back and prove that he was that guy, but they didn't do it. You know, and then my thing about it is a lot of talk about them drafting a corner, but a corner need a year or two to most corners need a year or two to get their feet wet. So like I said, they got a bunch of young corner candidates on they got a bunch of young corner candidates on this roster. When you talk about Jerry Jacobs coming off an ACL, you got Melifano who did move to safety. You got obviously you got Jeff Okudah, Chase Lucas. I mean, they've put some assets into that position. So, but it said Jeff Okudah mostly had a good 22 season before fade late. Lions defensive coordinator wants to see him get better. He says he has to improve. Glenn said, "I will say that along with everybody else on our defense, and he knows that, and he did improve. But there's always going to be peaks and valleys when you play that position. You try to stay at top as much as you can, but it's hard. It's hard. But I'll tell you what, he's busting his butt. He's trying his butt off to be at the top of the peak all the time. And like I said before, a lot of times there's reasons for that, man. When he suffered that, uh you know, that concussion, it changed him. And then too, you got to remember as well that he ain't played this much since his last year at Ohio State. So it's foreign to him. I didn't think he had an overall bad season. Yeah, he got to be better, and you know, um, he faded, had the concussion faded, and he was coming off the Achilles injury. So I mean, I thought he would have had a half decent season. Still think he could be a good number two corner in this league, and they need a number one veteran. If they want to take that next step, and if they draft a rookie, they still need to get a veteran, in my opinion. And that rookie could just be behind Jeff Okudah or beat Jeff Okudah out, and then you have somebody step into that number two role. So, um, but he was under a lot of scrutiny. He held his own. I thought he was, by far the most improved player that they had this year. Marty Warrior was one that really dipped and didn't hold his end of the bargain. I don't know if that has something to do with him, not financially getting compensated. I don't know if it has something to do with him. I don't know if it has something to do with him. The back injury he suffered. People forget he had the back injury. So, people ain't gonna want to hear no excuses. But hey, it is what it is. But yeah, I mean, that also hurt the secondary. Had Amani Araria held up his end of the bargain, you know, I think the defense would have been a lot better for it. But he didn't. Um, and maybe he just wanted to get the hell up out of here. So you never know what it is. Maybe he just wanted to get the hell up out of here. But I ain't, I think Brad Holmes was vocal at the end of the season press conference about Jeff Okudah. They're being very vocal about him, and it don't seem like they got no problem calling some of these players out neither. Um, my whole thing about it is, I didn't think he was that bad, considering coming off an Achilles injury, considering having playing this much since college. Um, consider this kind of really being like his rookie year. But I don't think the answer is drafting another corner that high at number 6. I just don't think that's the answer, bro. You know, and they only the Lions value positions like that, overvalue positions like that. And to me, that's a big problem. Like they don't have any like a nutritional facts on the back of a supplement or food or whatever. They don't have any like nutritional value board for DBs or for anything, for tight ends. They love drafting tight ends, and apparently they love reaching for cornerbacks high in drafts. Deion Sanders was the exception. You know what I'm saying? Along with a few others. So, but I mean, like I said before, we'll see kind of where they kind of take this and kind of where it goes with here. But I don't know if they're gonna do his 5th-year option. So, but they do probably need to prepare to get a corner to step in there. If they have doubts about Jeff Okudah, especially his injury history, so that might be the smarter thing to do. So, but yeah, I mean, to me, it don't sound like they too confident. Even though he tried to dress it up and be like, even though he tried to dress it up and be like, even though he tried to dress it up, he was like, well, he's good, he's straight, he's trying hard, and so. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I ain't been this player under this type of scrutiny from the fan base, and like this since Erica Ebron. So I mean, we'll see how he responds. I think he bounced back pretty well last year. Another year coming off an Achilles injury, he should be even better. Mentally strong. Some people still think he need to switch positions. I don't know. That's up for everybody else to debate, and that's up for them to talk about. He kind of responded like he never played safety in his life, don't plan on moving to safety or nothing like that. So he didn't seem like he was open to that idea. So, most people like me took it like he didn't want to be a team player, but hey, it is what it is. Let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, subscribe button, hit the bell icon button, hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live or drop a video. Financially, want to support the channel, Cash App, $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. Check out Detroit Lions Top playlist, more videos like this. Peace.